Here we are with GTR number 2. This one's been a long time coming. One of the first things you'll notice about it is now part of the nose opens up so that you can access all the parts that people always ask what's inside there. And down inside there we've got all the brake and clutch reservoirs, the battery, the gas filler line, the fans, the radiator, the lift pump down there, and the reservoir for the lift pump. It also has the gas tank relocated over to the passenger side so that the center part will open up there. So that comes in handy if it ever has to be worked down in the front end there. Up front too, we've got LED halo lights conforming to the inner bucket. Got the classic retro Ford GT doors with electric mirrors. And now the tail is hinged also, so that doesn't have to come off as one piece, and it just opens up. And it can stay open with the props back there if you need to work back on the engine or just show it off at a show. The engine on this one is the LS 376 525, which is a real nice horsepower for this weight of this car and size of the car. It's got a custom-made exhaust system, which kicks forward first and sweeps around to a resonator, then into a cat, and then into mufflers. This is the quietest car I've built so far. It's got a long intake tube, so we cut down on a disturbance to the MAF. And if you look at the glass, it is actually glass on the rear here. It's a custom cut for the tail. It's got wheel well liners, which were designed by H. Craft down in Georgia for this car. It's a nice addition to keep all the stones and wheel wells closed in, keep some of the dirt out of the engine bay also. It's got heat and AC. Looking at the AC lines, an electric parking brake, which that's the actuator for the parking brake right down there. And then the actual calipers are the black calipers on the outside there. And then again, it has the Brembo brakes. Exhaust is all ceramic coated. It's got a Dakota digital GPS interface, which goes into the vehicle speed sensor to help the engine know when it's at idle or running. It's got the Graziano 6-speed transaxle with the drop gear setup to higher the ratios and let you not have such a short first gear and have a nice highway cruise speed while still having plenty of power. There's a ton of heat shield on this car, on the aluminum rails, as you can see here. And then sound deadening, and then tunnel shield all on the back firewall. Try to keep some of the heat down. Front firewall is also covered with it also. If you take a look at that up front. You see the front firewall, it's really important to get at and have it covered in there so your foot box there isn't getting all heated up. So switching now to the interior, this had a custom fiberglass interior tub, which has been covered mostly with carpeting. Got a side sill there under the door, so that seals the bottom of the door and closes that gap up nicely. It's got Sparco seats that recline and have a good deal of padding. This is the new super light gated shifter in here also. It's got the reverse lockout, and the center console and the dash are done in the soft feel paint. You see, looking at the gauges there, they're all like retro to the 60s Ford GT. Well, that's a lot of gauges on the panel. Steering wheel's removable, as most of them. It has the Infinity power box system. You see the power cell and a master cell there, with some lights blinking as it always self-diagnose. Tilt and pedal box, which is adjustable. Steering wheel column is also tilt. It's got a nice overhead panel up there with the headliner. Little gov box even. It says GTR. And then it has the a rear view camera and monitor, which this one streams really nicely. It gives you distance line when it's in reverse and has a real clear picture of what's going on behind you. If you look at the general size of the interior, it is massive in here. It's tons of room for all kinds of size people and heights and widths. And it's got heat and AC, push to start button system. It's got interior lights, parking brake, horn of course. It's got the lift system. You take a look at the gauges. I'll come on and give you different readings, which is nice. Standard stalks for the signal lights and wipers. Electric mirror switch over there on the door. So that's the interior and the engine bay, and we'll close it up and then take a look at the outside. So like I said, it's on the quiet side. It's definitely one of the quieter ones that I've built. You see, it's just sitting there idling, and when you're inside the compartment, you can have a regular conversation without any problem or straining your voice. Car's done in Watkins Glen Gray, which I thought my eyes were deceiving me when I was painting it in the booth, because you have green filters up on the ceiling. It has a little green tint to it. So up front you see that splitter is real nice and low to the ground. The original ones, the Robertson race ones, were sitting right on there. Of course, they're running a racetrack. You got DOT glass on the front. It's a really expensive steering wheel. Ford Star wheels. Nito tires. And the scoops here inside are intake scoops that go into the engine bay. You see with the wheel wells in there. Closes it up real nicely. It's got a rear diffuser down there, down below the exhaust. Vents on top. The air filter is right there underneath there. You can see this paint laid down really nice and flat. Put down all the lines in the car. It's a really, really pretty car. Really nice touches to it. It also has door poppers, which act as a door lock. So if I hit, it's got a button, and you hit the button for the door, and it will open. it right now. So that's GTR number 2. Number 3's in the garage. A little bit further behind in work on that one, but